Even better. Even better. Off the crossbar, bar down is Christian. Or I guess today it's more Christian? 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 Question mark? On the last 1-0 to start it off. Another quick goal from the Saints here. Have popped up towards the middle by Christian. It's going to be cleared up to the corner. There's a demo to come through from Ramen. Close to a wide open net. BK back in play for now. Off the crossbar and back down to Spoods. The solo play of a lifetime. What is happening here? So many bounces. People touch, yet Spood was the only Saint to touch here.
The numbers advantage are not able to connect on that pass, so the idea was great. The execution just a little bit off there. Now Christian has a little bit of boost to play with, gonna try to hit that reset. The second touch, he beats both defenders. Christian dodging and weaving through traffic. He's gonna find that one. 3-0 lead for St. Clair. Christian getting it done on that offensive end. No questions of the mark. Spoods and Ramen on this defensive end, seeing what they can cook up. Spoods, great touch there to clear up that net. Now 40 seconds left for Clemson to pull up here.
I mean, you find that demo on to Christian, and Wheezy finds the goal. Yes, all three players went back up, but look at them huddled in this corner. That's a wide open net for Wheezy to follow up on that ball. You see
Spoods trying to find the goal, trying to play the clock. Whatever his intention, it does not matter. The Saints only have just a few more moments to clear, and one more on the board. Ramen gonna get on the board. That will absolutely seal things up in this game one. The Saints should be a 4-1 scoreline to finish things off. Clemson, they battled back toward the end, but just couldn't
make Saints sit on the defensive, like get Spoods and Ramen preoccupied with trying to save the ball so you can try to set up good.
Yeah, it's always that balancing act. Wow, what a pinch, top of the screen. Gonna end up in the back of the net there. All these boys hooking up, trying to find that one. Christian, great little reset touch. Was all set up for Spoods, though. He's gonna bury that one, and that's what we're talking about. It's the balancing act of
back in with a straight contention like that. No in to Clemson's zone. Now, this game starting to look more like a lock down towards the middle.
What a
That's
pass.
number 2. Spoods 2 for 3 on the shots in game 2 here. And with 20 seconds left, that's all but secured. Probably going to be moving on to this next round is yours against Clemson University Perp.
And CRL East qualifier number 2 rages on. Unfortunately, the Saints Academy team fell to York University, who the Saints varsity team is now playing against in this game. It was a 2-1 series, 2 of those games going to overtime, so not getting the in-house match that all the Saints fans were hoping for, but York University, always a very, very solid team. It should be a fantastic series.
Yeah, I mean, you come out of a last series with 2 overtimes. You know they have to be coming out of a close series, one as it was, and now having to come in straight into another Saints team here. Cosmic Dex clearing that one out of the crease, as Sad Primer seems to be that main goalie player for this York squad so far. Here's the clear out into Saints zone, but Christian so good today at just getting their hands on the ball.
Yeah, getting his hands on the ball, trying to make something happen with it, trying to create some sort of play. Sad Primer trying to get this ball toward the middle. The Saints, all 3 of them, going to commit to the defensive end. They're good to see. They are going to get this ball back for the other end here. See if they can find this early goal. They did such a good job earlier in the day, finding so many goals so early on. Now Spoods taking to the backboard, seeing if he can find that second touch. Cosmic Dex going to be there to play that one away. Ramen still trying to threaten.
Yeah, tries to get that reset off the ball. He's going to find himself on the backboard. Just over towards the middle here. Here's the Ramen play I'm looking for. Get in on that ball. He's going to actually get a little bit faked out by that corner there, but he's going to send it right back to the middle and straight back to Ramen in the air. All day today, Ramen has been meeting these balls head on in the air and just clearing this out into the zone. Spoods with a double touch.
Beautiful job by Spoods, taking that one all the way down. Nice, easy double touch. Beautiful play. Gets by that defender, and look how clean the mechanics are. Spoods going to find this first goal of the game. St. Clair varsity team trying to exact some revenge for their academy counterparts.
Bringing this one 1-0 here, and I mean, now that I think about it, how many goals have the Saints dropped today thus far? I think many coming into this one.
1 or 2. 1 maybe?
I think literally 1 coming in so far, and now York to be the ones to change that, but Spoods getting right back into the crease. Noah right off the tip of the hood there is going to make that save, clear it out for a little bit of time, but Ramen gets their hands right back on the ball. Full boost available for Ramen as well. Is going to be anywhere on the map where you need him in these rotations, and now Noah makes that clear. Christian there to grab that one in the corner.
Yeah, now he's going to see what he can do with this breakout. The demo is going to be over there on the Sad Primer. Pass over the middle. Spoods, he's got some space to work with. He's got the double touch, but Cosmic Dex, fantastic play to not let Spoods get that second double touch goal of the game. Now York seeing if they can get going on this offensive side, trying to get that counter attack going and flourishing. Cosmic Dex waiting in the net here. Nice little read to make that save now. Saints on the defensive side here. Going to see another save. Ramen going to get credited with a save for that one as well. Noah trying to hold the line here, seeing if they can get York to get a couple of chances now back in this orange zone. So far, they've had a couple decent cracks on the other side, but it's been mostly the Saints in the offensive end.
What an angle from Christian, but Sad Primer right there to be able to make that save from inside the net. Another one lobbed at the net there, but it's cleared out by York University. And now, as we hit this 2-minute mark, the game has slowed down almost to a halt there. Sad Primer tries to find another shot, but Spoods right in front of him for that save. Block the shot, move it right back out into this zone. Spoods coming in for the shot, and that's going to be number 2.
What an angle for Spoods. Top right corner and in. Christian, fantastic job to play that one off that back wall. Get those defenders off Keeter. And Spoods post and in, make no mistake about it. And you're just saying it too. A much slower pace game this time around. But as you get farther and farther into this bracket, something we definitely expected to see. And I'm sure after having a 3-game overtime slugfest, York definitely doesn't want to try to play a super frenetic pace of play. But now being down 2-0, you're going to have to try to step up and find these goals.
It was Cosmic Dex there, tries to make that connection on the ball, but it's going to connect all the way into York's net there. 3 goals for the Saints now here in game 1, and this is looking good for them to be able to start this series off hot, start this series off with an advantage. But you know who else started off with an advantage? That Saints Academy team last series, and York was able to close that one out. So don't forget about just yet. York has shown that they are able to make these comebacks from behind in the series. Meanwhile, Ramen still trying to set up for more goals, trying to lock in more for this series. The hat trick from Spoods to come in this first game here.
Yeah, York kind of letting this game fall away these last 30, 45 seconds. A 2-0 deficit with a $140. Not the end of the world. Giving up 2 more goals 20, 25 seconds later. That's going to almost kill your chances of coming back. Now, luckily, it's kind of a double-edged sword, the best of 3. If you're down 1-0, you only need 2 games to win the series. But if you're down 1-0, you're only 1 game away from losing that series as well. Now, Sad Primer, though, great job getting that ball toward the net. Just no teammates there to really follow. Just that one good individual chance. York, though, they're going to need a whole lot more than that if they want to try to claw their way back in this one.
Sad Primer has to clear off of that ball. There's a good contention from Noah in the air, but really the time running away from them, 50 seconds now on the clock. Saints, the longer you're able to just knock this ball up into the air and just have this ball, all of this hang time right now, another 10 seconds chunked off the clock. That's another 10 seconds. York cannot find a goal. The clock keeps ticking away, and 4 goals becomes too much when you hit that 30-second mark. Yeah. In my opinion.
I mean, that's a pretty astute opinion. 4 goals in 30 seconds. Not something we've typically seen or, usually have seen very often the last couple of years even. So if you're York, this is one of those things you'd like to get on the board. You'd like to not have a donut sitting there at the end of the game. But if you're able to try to find anything to grasp at, any positive moment, maybe at least you made a read on how St. Clair wants to play, how the offense looks, how do they rotate on defense, who's going to be, who's being that facilitator, who's kind of going for the demos, being the rough and tough guy. Now you have a game under your belt. You've hopefully made the read you're looking for, because if you haven't, you're going to find yourself in that loser's bracket in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, 5 minutes to go theoretically as we move into game 2 here. Look at the shot counter, 9 shots to 4. As you can see, yeah, every single time, right, as we get deeper into this bracket, these scoreboards going to get closer and closer in terms of numbers, but the Saints still on top of it as of right now, ready to move into game 2, get this kickoff going, and maybe just try to start as explosive as they can like they did last game. Just the second you get that early goal on the board, the other team's playing catch-up to try and just even it out, and you can essentially take the first half of the game away from them if they're not able to really catch up and find that goal. Sometimes it's just so far and so long they play behind that game slips away by that 5-minute mark. Cosmic Dex looking to find an early one here. Ramen, low flip in the crease is going to be good for the save. Christian right over the defender for the first one. 12 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, it looked like York was finally going to be the ones to draw first blood, but a great scoring chance goes right back the other way. It's always the danger of those kickoff plays. The ball so susceptible to that counterattack. If it goes back the other way fast enough, it's going to be a very, very hard. And you talked about it too as well. York, they have time to come back, but if you're St. Clair and you find yourself with a early 2-0 lead, however, though, York trying to flip the script. Sad Primer going to find their first goal of the game, and what a lucky bounce off Noah's car there. Talk about right place, right time. Result, though, going to be a goal and a tie game just 18 seconds in.
That ball just getting squished in between Christian and Noah there on that initial play, and it's Sad Primer to come in for that follow-up from the rebound. Reactive plays on the offense. That's such a huge part of this game, and just keeping that pressure going. Once that second defender out of the way, you don't got to worry about that. You just get to follow up on that ball. There's the demo to come through from Cosmic Dex. Try to get something started on the offense, but Christian back in this play, back to try and make this clear, and as of right now, we're back to dead even in this game. A great save from Noah.
Yeah, that is a massive save from Noah. That ball almost surely going to be a goal from Ramen, but he gets back in the nick of time. Now the Saints, though, still trying to keep the pressure and keep threatening Ramen. Going to get denied there, it looks like, by Noah. Now this members of the Saints trying to see where Sad Primer is going to play this ball. Spoots, first man to touch. Not a lot of boost, though. Going to have to pass this one off to somebody. Christian going to be the second man to follow. Now Cosmic Dex up with the contest. Maybe going to get a piece of Christian's car. The bump in the middle of the net as well. Christian going to get credited with that shot on goal. Rebound off the backside of the net. The back tap is beautiful. Ramen, beautiful job on the goal line, reading that ball like a book. Spoods with an excellent pass off that wall. Great adjustment by Ramen right on the fly. Christian there as the insurance policy just in case, but Saints now have retaken that 1-goal lead.
In the Saints team, it's like every time they send one of those passes in, whichever player sends that pass can be confident there's going to be a follow-up on it, and that's such a huge thing to have in this game, that almost like that trust in your teammates that you know the play is going to be made. Even on the defense here, you see oftentimes they're all right with sending just one person over at the save and try to set up for maybe a pass out off of that save because they're so confident in the player being able to make that play.
Yeah.
Cosmic Deck comes in from the roof, cleared off by Spoods. Now trying to convert this into an aerial play of his own.
Yeah, Noah just got a piece of the ball. Maybe Sad Primer did as well. Their demo now going over onto Spoods from York. They have this man advantage for a second or two. Can they capitalize off of it? They get a great push, but just Sad Primer on that defensive end. He's going to get demoed. Luckily, that ball going to pop up in the air, buy them a couple seconds. That is a great pass and shot. Just a little bit off target there. Spoods, demo's going to be through. Net looking pretty empty, but the shot just not going to be able to find the mark there. Ramen, just a little bit too much mustard on that one. Same with Spoods there. Now Christian and Spoods still trying to keep this ball cycled to that middle area. Try to keep these chances pouring onto this York side right now. Sad Primer, not a lot of boost, trying to play the mind game with Spoods. This ball still up in this blue corner though, halfway through this game 2 of York, still trailing by this 1 goal deficit. The Saints still trying to threaten Christian, trying to get the reset. The ball's gonna fly in. The reset's good, the fake out's good, the shot's good. Christian is all day on that one. The Saints, they've increased their lead back to 2. It was all in. We got the bump as well. Christian getting it all done in one play.
From the skies, what a surprise there from Christian, especially just on that solo play. You just don't expect it from a play like that seems almost like telegraphed, and then you realize, well, the defenders have to they have to account for any kind of mix-up he can do on the way down, any kind of reset, any more flips, whether you got more players coming in from the Saints to follow up as well. It's so many factors to focus on like this in a situation like that. Now, 2 goals up, Saints looking to keep this pressure on, set up right in front of the net from Spoods, cleared out by Noah, but Christian keeping this ball alive. Sad Primer finds a little dribble, contested by Christian.
Yeah, the Saints are doing such a good job playing ball possession, playing control. That is a great back tap by Christian to Ramen. Now over to Spoods, all 3 members trying to get a little bit of tic-tac-toe action going on there. Now Sad Primer going back the other way. Christian, though, going to meet him at that halfway line now. Still threatening in this offensive zone. Ramen going to be the first one there. Primer going to take that one off his car and try to play it back. It's going to be Noah with the follow. Cosmic Dex waiting in the middle here. The double touch is going to be good. The goal not going to be found, though. York trying their best. They're running out of time slowly but surely here. They're going to have to start materializing some of these chances. The Saints, though, content to keep playing this ball in this corner, taking these shots, cycle this thing out, and try to run this clock down.
Yeah, a minute now, 2 goals in a minute. Very, very doable for York University, especially if they can follow up on that one, but it's going to go a little bit too wide. Christian gets possession after that. Look at this carry.
Oh, no.
Look at this carry.
Oh, Christian.
That's the hat trick to come through from Christian here in game 2, all but sealing the deal for the Saints to keep moving on in this winner's bracket.
Christian getting it done all day today. Beautiful individual effort. This might be one of the best all-around games the Saints have played so far today. They're picking a good time to get hot as well in York. That 3-1 lead was looking close. They had a great scoring chance. It gets denied instantly. The counterattack stabs them, and now York, 40 seconds left. They're going to have to find one and find one very, very fast. But in all likelihood, the Saints a couple more touches on this ball, and they should be moving on.
30 seconds remaining. The time is the limiting factor here. Just waiting that timer to come down. York University trying to put something together for the fans here in the last few seconds, but still being shut down by these Saints here. Ramen with the clear out there as 10 seconds remain. York University's hope are gonna have to, well, not necessarily end today as they do get to move towards that loser's bracket, but these winner's side hopes are gonna fall to the might of the Saints here as they are gonna move on in 2-0 fashion here up against York University.
Yeah, a little bit of revenge for the academy team. The varsity team, though, still waiting for this final touch. They're maybe trying to get one more. Why not add one? Now Ramen making it into a 5-1 ball game to close stuff off. That was one for the road for the academy team. Varsity team, though, takes care of business against York. 2-0 fashion. They will move on in this winner's bracket. They will get one round closer to that Seton Hall matchup they're looking for from last week. And York down to the lower bracket to try to keep that CRL run alive.
At this point, that's the main one Saints are looking at in this bracket. Still in that winner's side is Seton Hall. It's going to be a revenge match from last week. Seton Hall being the team that knocked the Saints out of CRL qualifier number 1 for the East. Now, Saints looking at that rematch on the horizon in the bracket there. But we are going to return after another short little break with our next match.